Good morning, everyone. I hope you are doing well. It is a balmy, uh, very windy Saturday. I forgot what day it was. Saturday here in the Midwest. Yeah, and sorry to those who are experiencing difficulty in different places. Hope you end up having a better week. Um, but yeah, it was a weird night. We just had a lot of wind here in Cincinnati. But we're back with Coffee and Games. And I'm going to be playing Cartographers Heroes. I got the collector's edition because it's one of my favorite games, and it has room to store the original game, and it has map packs that I have laminated for the different maps. And we're going to play at least one, maybe two, maybe three this morning. But they're here. They are. Um, we'll just go through them as we get to them. I can't remember the names of all of them. But the first one is called Affril. It's not the first one in the pack, but it's the first one I want to play. It's Affril, Plane of Knowledge. And with that, we'll just go ahead and get right over here. It is um, this one, and for some reason my hotkeys aren't working, but that's okay. I'll just have to switch in between things. That'll just take me a second. But this is the map we're going to be playing, and this is Affril Plane of Knowledge. And as you can see, this is a landscape format rather than a portrait format for the map. And I did see this last week too. Thunderworks has released a way for you to make your own maps and print those and made it easy for you to do that. So that's really cool. I like that. They have a lot of cool things. But we have this. We have some different scoring cards out here. There are two scoring cards that you can't play with when you're playing this map. I think it's let me just make sure because I'm going to say it wrong. It is the Heart of the Forest and Stoneside Forest that you can't play with when you do this map. The other thing that you do when you start off, and I'm just going to do it now, is you connect up two of your islands. So I'm going to connect this one and this one. In the future, it costs one coin to connect islands. So coins are along the side here instead of on the bottom. And let's see here. What else is different? Oh, we have heroes and we have a bunch of ambush cards. I just got out the whole deck of ambush cards, but we still only had one ambush per season. So that's there. The different artwork on the back of the season cards. So I'll go ahead and I don't know why my hotkeys aren't working, but we'll have to worry about that later. But there is different artwork, like I said, for the seasons. Spring, summer, winter, and fall. I might stay on this screen for a little bit. You don't have to see my face all the time, just so you can see what we're doing, and we'll switch back and forth. Um, but yeah, that's the game is the same for the most part, except now that there are some different cards like this one, and there are three different cards that could have been in here, but for this April Plane of Knowledge, and I'll show you those real quick if you haven't seen those. There's this Crystalline Surveyor, which is earn one reputation star for each filled space in the longest complete row on each island. That's kind of cool. So you're playing with these islands in this map. Um, Purple Stone Miners, each earn earn five reputation. Oh, a tree just fell down out in my neighbor's yard. Okay, earn five reputation stars for each island with a mountain space surrounded on all four sides by filled by spaces or the edge of the map. Um, wow, it's kind of crazy outside. Okay, I might have to end this early and we might have to redo this. But five reputation stars for each island with a mountain space surrounded on all four sides filled on the edge of the map. I apologize. I didn't know it was going to be this crazy out today. Earn seven reputation stars for each island with at least one forest, one village, one farm, and one water space. This is the Kleinock settlement. This is the one I ended up playing with. I drew randomly from those three new ones. Um, so that's Edict B. And then here we have Edict A. which is Kraylund. Earn 7 reputation stars for each cluster of farm spaces adjacent to 3 or more water spaces. Um, cluster adjacent to 3 or more. Okay. And then Deepwood. I don't know if you can hear this torrential rain and wind going on outside, but it's kind of crazy. Deepwood earns 6 reputation stars for each cluster of 5 or more forest spaces not adjacent to any village spaces. So we don't want forest next to village. And then Caravansary. Choose a cluster of village spaces and earn 1 reputation star for each row and column that contains a space from that cluster. Okay, so these are different. I haven't played with all these yet. Well, actually, I have played with Caravansary. That has come up, but the other ones haven't. Um, and oh, somebody's asking me about my. I have also been working on a game myself, and somebody was asking me about that game. So I was just responding to that. I will not promote that here yet. Man, it's crazy outside. Okay. Um, wow. Okay, so it's time for coffee and games. We are gonna play some. We're gonna play one. It might just be one game this morning because it is quite crazy outside. Um, I am back with my uh, pineapple coffee this morning. But let's get going with this season. I might be having to do some work. I can't do anything right now, anyways, because it's raining really hard. But I might need to help my neighbor out in their yard later. We'll have to see. Um, okay, so Krayland again. Earn 7 reputation stars for each cluster of farm spaces adjacent to at least 3. And this one again is 7 reputation stars for each island with at least 1 of each of the 4 types of land. So we have that. I have not yet, let me make sure. I'm really distracted by this. We have not yet added an ambush card, and we have not yet added a hero card. So we're going to add those. We're going to shuffle, and then we will get going. And we're going to, the artwork on this is great. There we go. So and like I showed off in my unboxing, the original box matches up right here perfectly on this, which is nice. A fun, unnecessary thing that they did, but I like it. So, okay. Um, okay, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to that one, even though you don't get to look at my beautiful face. That's okay. Well, so that way you can see what I'm doing down here. That seems to be a little bit more important, and we can look at cards together. And if you ask me something, I'll switch back to the other screen, but I don't think we need it right now. So, okay, we get going. All right, if you don't know how to play, what you're looking for is there's this. Each season has a limited amount of time. Like right now, we have 8, and then there's a time in the corner as you flip these over, and once you meet or exceed that number, then you are done with that season, you score it, so forth. Okay, and I'm gonna go with my cartographer name, which is different than my own personal name, but okay. So Cathra's Gates, we can throw up any kind of 1x1 that we want, and I think what I want to do is start working on a farm next to water. So we'll put a farm right here on this island. Oh, and for farms, I am going to use the pencil rather than the yellow. I do have my colored pencils out, and I do have laminated sheets of these, but they are very reflective, so I didn't want to use that for streaming. So, but for the farm, we'll go like this, and then we'll color it in. And just do a little like that. So it's easier to see, because the yellow is kind of hard to see sometimes. So there is our first farmland at Kethra's Gates. and then a mangrove swamp. This is a 2x2, and it is that kind of C shape with 5 squares in it. So either a forest or water. And I think I might just put in something for this deep wood. So I'll grab a green here, and I'm gonna surround my mountain here and draw some happy little trees. And then with that, I get a coin, which I will probably need to connect up some more uh, islands. You can always just take a coin if you don't have a coin to connect to islands, but that seems like that's a bad idea to be at that point where you have to waste a turn doing that. So I get a coin, and I have a mountain filled around right here, so that's good. And then we go to our next one. So we have 2 done. And this is a timber grove. I can either take the little arrow shape in a coin, or which is actually what I think I'm going to do, and do it up here. And or I can take this double space one, which is a really nice space sometimes when you have monsters in a bigger map. But right now I'm just going to take. Actually, it's not bad for some other things too. But I'm just going to take it right here. So I'm personally going to fill out 1, 2, 3 like this, and hope everybody who's at PAX, if they got to go, is having a great time this morning. They're probably not experiencing this weather. Well, they're going to be inside the convention center anyways. All right, our timer is at 3 for the season, and frontier dwelling. So this is a farm space uh, or a village space in a T shape. So let's get this out. See what we want to do here. I really want some water for Crayland, but if I get an island with, is there a way I can put on this island without being next to the trees? That's the question. Let's see here. I think everywhere I could put the village space over here would be next to trees, and we don't want that because we want, uh, again, the deep wood is earn 6 reputation stars for each cluster of 5 or more forest spaces not adjacent to trees. So I think what I'm going to do with this one is I'm actually going to go over this ruins down here, and I'm going to put this village down here, and maybe we'll get Crayland, or not Crayland, but the Clinox settlement done on this island here, this second kind of big island here, and draw my village spaces there, and we are now at 5 for our season. I'm going to move these up because nobody cares if they're there, so we're just going to put these here so we can see where we are at for our season. Okay, let's scooch that a little bit that way so we can see that easily. Okay, next one is the Wildwood Garden. So this, we could work on our Clinock settlement a little more over here with that. It's this weird little 2-in-1 shape. So I'm going to use that to do farming. I'm going to farm right here and right here. And I have another mountain surrounded for another coin. And then we'll fill it in with some yellow because it is farmland, right? It should be like this nice, pretty, tillable soil. Happy little field until those Trollocs come and ravage the lands. Okay, 2, 3, 5, 7. Anybody else watching? We don't have time. Okay, 3, 5, 7, and here's settlement for 8. And that means the season's over, and we didn't get this done, and we didn't get this done. So we're gonna get only thing that we're gonna get points for is from coins. So at least I filled out some coins. So maybe I should go ahead and take the coins. And this is again Caravanserai later on Edict D. A cluster of village spaces earn one reputation star for each row and column that contains the space from that cluster. So at this point, I think I'm just going to add to this cluster down here. Caravansary is kind of a bad one for the islands, but I just picked these randomly, so it is what it is. I could put it this way. That wouldn't be terrible. That but I want to get the coin. Um, I think the coin's more important though. I think the coin's going to score me more in the long run. So I'm going to take the coin and just go here and here. That actually adds nothing to the Caravanserai, but oh well, I'm taking the coin. That is kind of an abysmal. I haven't played this map before. This is the first time playing this map, even though I have a laminated one. So I have no idea what a good score on this one is relative to myself. So let's just keep going. Okay, so I scored nothing from Crayland, so we get a big old null there, and then over here on B, Kleinock Settlement, I did not get any water over here either, so that's another null. And then I get 3 points. We didn't have any monsters show up, but that doesn't mean a monster and a both a monster and a ambush card are both in our deck because they didn't show up. So with that, let's see here. So we just got 3 points the first season. That's kind of abysmal, but oh well. Okay, so we're gonna get a new ambush card. I'm not gonna look at it. We're gonna toss it in there, and then we also get a new hero card, and they both go into our. They both go into our deck that we're playing against, and it's that. We go into summer. Summer is shorter than spring. It is 7 cycles long. And now we're going to be doing this Kleinock Settlement and the Deepwood. So this one would get us 6 points because it's 5. This one is not 5 yet. So we need to add at least 2 to this one in order to get points off of this one. So we'll keep that in mind. We need water here. We need water and villages over here to get points off that one. So, oh, and there's water finally. Okay, that's good. And we want water next to at least, or farms next to at least 3 water. So it's, let me make sure I'm reading this right. 7 reputation stars for each cluster of farm spaces adjacent to 3 or more water spaces. So if I put a water space right here with this T shape, that will satisfy. That'll give us 14 points because this will count as 2 separate farm spaces. So I'm going to do that. We're going to get some water. Yeah, I don't get the coin, but that's okay. Water, 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 water. Okay, so now we have some water here. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you filled in different islands here, but that's what I did. And that's one part of the time cycle. And then a mangrove swamp. This is that C shape again. And I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to spend one of my coins. So I'm just going to mark it off. I don't get the benefit from it anymore at the end of the season, and neither do you if you mark it off. But we're going to connect up another island And I could go this way, or I could go. I'm gonna get closer to this island. It's gonna take me longer if I go this way, so I'm gonna go this way. Connect up this island down here, and put in a C shape for my trees around here, and maybe I can get the coin from this mountain down here on this island. And happy little trees are now populating this island here. And with that, okay, let's do our next thing. So we're at 3 out of 7 on the time. There's the Timber Grove. Timber Grove, if I hadn't filled this in here, that would work for up here to get this one points. Um, let's see. I don't know if that one is going to be able to get points, but except off of maybe singles. So I think what I'm going to do is just spend another coin. I'm going to spend another coin and go to this island down here that I wanted to get to. And I'm going to fill in 3 around this. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. So happy little trees right around here. And that brings us to 4 out of 7 on our season. And here is a hero. So if you haven't seen the heroes before, the way the heroes work is that you draw the hero symbol, which is a sword, and then you draw right around them asterisks in the squares so that if an ambush card with monsters show up, they can take care of those monsters. And this is Dobrik of Lorkheim. Looks like a dwarf. And then this card's going to go out of the game. So we'll put it up here above our hidden heroes. But Dobrik is going to go somewhere helpful for me, I think. I could either get another coin right here, or I could go somewhere that, I'm going to go down here, actually, so that maybe Dobrik can do some good in the world. So I'm going to put Dobrik right here, draw my sword, and then I'm going to put my asterisks here, here, and here. I obviously don't get to put one on top of the mountain, but I did fill out all the squares around the mountain orthogonally adjacent, so I get another coin. And the Dobrik disappears off into legend. And we are ready for our next card. So we're still at 4 of 7. Oh shoot, we do not get another coin yet because there is a space below the mountain that is not filled in yet. So let's fix that. Okay, there we go. Frontier Dwelling. This would be a good one to go ahead and just put a village. Get a village going down here. So we're going to do that, 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 that. So now we just need water and farm down here. I don't know. Sometimes I make mistakes with where I put things. That's possible that is, especially now that we are at 6 on our time. We'll see what we get. But a Ratman strikes. No, 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 no. Ratman. Okay. So Ratman is here. Ratman is going to go in the bottom right as far as where Ratman can go. Most bottom right. And that would be down here. And so, like I said, I haven't played this map before. Let me check one thing. Draw the depicted shape on the island closest to the indicated corner, which is down here, using normal placement priority. Okay, so it's going to go down here into this corner right here, which is like this. For whatever reason, the purple supplied cartographer colored pencils have been the ones that are most likely to break on me. So I don't know what your experience has been if you've played it, but that's been my experience. I've had more of the purple ones break while I'm drawing my shapes. All right, so Redman went down here. Dobrik is close, but not no cigar. So with that, we do have 2 negative points coming up if we don't deal with it. Okay. And then next one is settlement. So that will hit 7 on our counter for the season. So we can do 2 and a coin or that other shape. So I'm gonna do 2 and a coin and maybe hopefully get some points with Caravansary. Oh, but when we did this one, we did finally do this coin for this mountain. So there's that. I'm going to take another coin though by going here and here because I took that shape. That gives me another coin. All right, we do get 7, and that's all we're ever going to get from that. So this is not going to be a good game, I think. But B gets 7 points, and then C is each cluster of at least 5, not next to villages. So 1 and 2 is 12 points for that card. And we have 1, 2, 3 coins. And we have 2, 1, 2. This counts as. Does this count as empty? I feel like now I'm forgetting things. The heroes have to be like their spaces actually have to take up the space. So heroes, blah blah blah, heroes. Mark space in the depicted pattern. We did that. They destroy when a hero is drawn. All monster spaces within the hero's attack pattern are immediately destroyed. Then for the rest, all monster spaces drawn within the hero's attack pattern are destroyed. Yeah, they still count as empty spaces. So I have 3 empty spaces so my coins and my monsters cancel each other out. I got 19 points that season. Not very good, but better than the first season. So there's that. Okay, so now we draw a new hero and a new ambush card, and we're going to put those in without looking at them. That means that we still have a total of 2 hero and 2 ambush cards in the deck. Shuffle that up. And cool. All right. And we are on to fall. Fall is, oops, that's not fall. That's fall. Fall is also a 7 like summer. So not quite as short as winter, but still something to worry about in terms of all that. Okay. And first card is Kethra's Gates again. Okay. So we're not going to ever score this one again in this game. So don't need to worry about that. But we do need to think about Caravansary and Crayland. With Crayland, we need farming spaces next to at least 3 water. So I'm going to put a water up here is what I'm going to do and try to get that one to score during winter. Yeah, I mean, I could have put the tree here. That probably would have been smarter. Because if I get 2 singles, then I could put the trees up. I'm not sure. Oh well, that might have been a mistake. Okay. Well, here is yeah, that was a mistake because here is a hillside terrace, and the hillside terrace is a square with either farm or water. Actually, what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to put the farm. This might not be a mistake, depending on how all this goes. So I'm going to put a farm up here. Farmland. And then hopefully I can surround it with water, and that will balance out. Oops, not. Yeah, but we'll just have to see. So we are on 2 for the season. Our timer's on 2 out of 7. So there's our fields. Very, very agrarian. And woodland crossroads is our next one. So let's add some woodland somewhere that are not next to. And this is a 5 already. So I'm gonna spend a coin. Open up another island. And I'm gonna put this one right down here. So that we get another coin for surrounding the mountain, but also it will give us 6 points when we score the round. I would love, if you're playing along, I'd love to see you send me on Instagram, Board Again Games, or on Facebook, Board Again Games, wherever, a picture of your game and how you scored and how you arrange things when you're done. That would be fun to see how other people play based on the same cards. Okay, so I put my little plus sign down here of trees, which will score us another 6 points. Deepwood, and we are at 4 on our timer for the season. And then the lagoon is, again, either this little shape with a coin or this shape here. And I want to, I want to do some things, but I can't do all the things. So I can't, I'm just going to do this and hopefully I get another single. I'm going to put it here. One, and take the coin. If I get another single, then I'll be able to turn that field into some points by the end of the game. So, okay, so that is that. But I did get a coin because I took the shape that had a coin, and we're at 5. So we have 2 more. This could be the last card. We'll see what it is. 6. All right, so this could add to here, and then we would get another 6 points. I think we want to do that. I want to do that at least. I don't know what you want to do. I'm going to do that. Add to my forest here with the timber grove and get a coin. All right, I got a coin, and we are at 6 for our timer. And again, I should just put these up here. I don't know. Well, it's because of how I play when no one's watching. All right, so 2, 4, 5, 6. So we have 1 more, and there it is for the season. Pasture. Is there any way? Yep, we can get some points up here and get a coin. So we're gonna put this I'm gonna put this pasture right here and right here. If you can't quite see that, there it is. This has a space between the two right here. So I'm doing that, taking the coin, and filling in my pasture. But that is the end of the season because that was 7 on our timer. So now we're going to score Caravansary and Deepwood. So first of all, Deepwood is C. So any 5 forests not connected to village spaces. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. 4 times 6 is 24. That's a little better. And then because that one is an 18.1. There's these little stars down here that tell you how many you have to take away at the end of the game for solo play. So, okay, so that was 24. This one is 1 point for each row and column within a cluster of village spaces that you choose. So I'm going to choose, well, let's see, this one would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to choose this one based on the 5 columns and 3 rows. So that will give me 8 points. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins I haven't used. And we still have 3 negative points from monsters. So that gives us a total of net here 2 plus 8 is 10. So 34. Okay, this might not be a terrible game. We'll see. Um, so 34 for this round, 19 and 3. That's let's see here. 22, 56. That's not great. Um, the other thing is we didn't see an ambush card or a hero card come out again. So now we're gonna get another ambush card and the last hero card going into the deck. I bet you there's gonna be some monsters and some ambushing happening this season. It would be strange if there wasn't, but I mean anything's possible. As we go into winter, I mean that's when the Trollocs like to come out of hiding, right? As we go into winter, we're going to score Caravansary and Greyland, which right now would give us 7 and 8 total 15 points. That's weak. We need let's try to get to like 40 if we can. I don't know. Let's see. All right, now that we are shuffled and we have 3 ambush cards in here and 3 hero cards in here. This could be a very interesting season. Let's see what happens with all of that. All right, here we go. And first one is a settlement. So, I mean, it is legal to go over where a hero has gone because it's technically an empty space. So I think I will probably just go ahead and do that. Deepwood's not going to score anymore anyway. So I could if it fit, but it doesn't fit. You know, I'm just going to go here and add to my largest village cluster space. So I'm going to go here. I haven't found, I don't know, I haven't found the heroes to be like incredibly game changing. I don't know if they should. I think they're just kind of flavor, and that's okay. So I just took the one here on the left, and because of that, I get another coin. And here's what you took. And our next one is Lagoon. I can either take the 2 and the coin. And this is actually what I was hoping for because the 2 and the coin, I can put it right there. And then we have this farm space is going to get points. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and take the coin. Although I could go down here and this one would get the coin and then I could surely get one more. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. Because we already have this one getting points, this one getting points, this one getting points. So that's 21, 28. If I can get 35, yeah. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go. I'm gonna go. You do what you want. I'm going down here because this one now is gonna get points, and if this one gets one more around it, it's gonna get points too. That's what I'm doing. Plus, I get a coin. This hasn't been a terrible winter so far. I say that, and then, well, here's Hillside Terrace, and that's a square. So, is there anywhere I could get next to 4 water spaces? Probably not at this point, but might as well try. Um, no, but what I am going to do is I'm going to put the 4 water spaces down here. And then we get a coin first round in that mountain. So I will do that. Mountain is surrounded down here. And that is 4 on our season timer. That's just a square. If you couldn't see that before, that's just a square. That's all that is. And then this one is pasture. Wow. So I can take so we're at 4, 5. I can take a coin and do, again, remember this one has a 1 space 1. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it right here. Because that gives us more points again, and both in terms of a coin and this this field space is now next to 3, so yeah, cool. That's another coin. And then we flip. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the end of the season. The Timber Grove comes out. That was a weird season. And we still had, the crazy thing is we still had 3 heroes and 3 ambush in there, and they didn't come out. I mean, you saw me shuffle. So, okay, Timber Grove I have to draw a 3, or yeah, I'm just gonna draw the 3 because that's what's gonna give me points. So I'll draw a 3. Um, sure, here, and just make this one bigger, this forest bigger. It doesn't really matter, but I'm just trying to make it pretty. It's my pretty little trees. And take the coin. That was weird. Okay, so all right, so now we have to add everything up. We're at the end of the game. D, and D is caravanserai. So again, I'm sticking with this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 columns, and 1, 2, 3 rows is 10. And this is a 16-point card, so I did get more than that's worth, so that's good. And then we get A. So every cluster of farm spaces next to at least 3 water. So this one gets it, this one does not. So that's 1. This one gets it. This one gets it. This one gets it. This one gets it. It's 5. And 6. This one gets it. 6 times 7 is 42. I definitely did much better than the first time when I got 0. And that's a 12-point card. So I got 42 there. And then coins, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 coins. 10 coins, and only 1 monster space wasn't filled down here next to it. So that's 1, so 9 here. So let's just do, let's see, 62 minus 1 is 61 points that last season. That's one of my best seasons ever. Isn't enough to make it worthwhile. Let's see. So let's go back here so you can see as I add up. But okay, so we're gonna do again. My first season was only 3, so 22 plus 34 is 56. 56 plus 61 is 117. Okay, so we have 117, but then we have to take minus for our cards here. So this one is 12, and 5 is 17, plus 18 35, plus 16, 51. So 117 minus 51, that's not a terrible score. Not my best, but not terrible. So that makes it 66. 66 is my score. We're going to put that in here. And that means for this game, we were able to, where's my little chart that showed me? I forget what 66 means. Here it is. 66. I'm a legendary. I don't think I've ever gotten legendary anything on stream before. I think I managed to make good choices for once on stream. That's fantastic. There's my legendary thing. I am a legendary cartographer this time. What did you get? I'd like to see your maps. Um, so yeah, 66, and I really should have a better name for my cartographer, but I'm gonna and my land. I don't know. I don't have a good name. Give me a name for my land at some point. I don't know. Okay, so that is that one. It's 10:42. Like I said, there a tree fell down next door, so I'm gonna actually be done streaming today. I will be back probably Monday night with the game Neilville, which is a game based on a design by Phil Walker Harding. So Blaze and I will probably be playing that and checking that out. In the meantime, hope you are doing well. Happy gaming. Catch you later. See ya.